what was at the beginning that got you attracted to music in particular?
At the very beginning, when I was hearing records, listening to transistor radios, and I would sit in my one of my aunts would be babysitting me or whatever, and I remember playing 45s on the little record player, with the changer,
Yeah.
and you play the Del Shannon, and you play this one and then that one, and then you imitate the radio announcer and da 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 da, But the songs and the sounds and the things were the things I was really interested in. Was the how do they make that sound? What is that makes that sound?
Interesting.
And that was like 4, 5, 6 years old, and then I got into piano. My mother gave me lessons, and in school we had great teachers that would bring in different horns and show you the different kinds of instruments and tell you about them. Clarinets and oboes, and each time you get to feel a different instrument.
We got pictures of you and a bunch of kids. Looks like you're 7, 8, maybe somewhere in there, and seems like they're little black recorders.
Oh, tonettes.
Tonettes.
Yeah, tonettes. That was a cool thing. And we would be playing songs all around, sharing out stuff, Man from U.N.C.L.E., and different things, or whatever the guy or girl knew and could play. And we'd just sit there and play these tonettes, and then we'd have the, key of C, and whole thing. It's like a recorder, but it's plastic.
And then when did you get onto the trombone?
I started playing French horn when I was like 9, and I was like, oh, I don't think I'll ever be able to play a horn, because French horn is just so hard, and you have to transpose, and I don't know time signatures. And then the next year I found, later on that year, I found the trombone, and when I put the slide in my hand, and that was it. I was like, it was it. And then we played Saints Go Marching In, and the band director goes, all right, Saints Go Marching In B flat, counts it off, and I'm playing. I'm going, what am I going to do? Start playing what the trombone does, And they played the song, and I'm going da 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 da, etc. Da 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 da. And how'd you learn that? I said, I don't know. Just play what I hear. 9 years old playing trombone. Gee, that's what you gave me, right? Yeah. Wow. So we had a good relationship after that. He would bring me in and teach me my parts on the piano. We'd record them. I'd learn them. And I'd come back and play with the band. And the thing I loved the most was playing or singing with blind musicians, because it puts you in a place where you don't even, it almost plays itself, because they listen so hard and they play together so well. I mean, I've hardly ever been in a band that sounded that great and felt that good because of the attention to each other in a band. That's awesome.
I wish you could say a little bit more about that, just in terms of for our audiences that are sighted people who are musicians. What are we not getting? What are you guys getting because you don't have sight? What's the difference? Where does it show up?
It might be memory. It might be attention to tone, to sound, to what we hear. It might be attention to timbre. I mean, there's so many different little tiny nuances that goes into playing in music, and if you've done it for so long, you get to understand those things. And the common man listening loves the beat and loves the swing and loves or funk or whatever it is. They may not know what it is, but it makes them feel good, and that's even more important than knowing how to do it.
Indeed.